Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Episode 33. We in the building. You already know how it goes. I'm the host, B Breeze, probably saw Zone.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Slick Grayson. What's going on? What's good?
Bow, 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 bow. You already know, before we start the show, please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you have any business opportunity, branding deals, you can email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Episode 33, new week, same thing. We gonna do a check-in. What's going on, bro? What's going on with you?
I'm all right. You know, still on vacation, as the vacationers do. But I'm chilling. I'm starting to, I got that little 3-week funk. We just I ain't got nothing to do. I'm gonna just chill, sit here, YouTube, whatever.
And you've been busying yourself lately.
I've literally trying to, add new elements. Everybody know I pick up a new hobby every other week, like they Pokemon or something. But, just fine-tuning some hobbies, started this coding jump off I'm really happy with, excited to spend this next year trying to learn, add coding to the bag, webpage building, whatever. Don't holler at me yet, but holler at me soon.
Come on.
I actually shout out to my cousin Nicole. She's having a baby next month. I did the photography. I did the photos for Nicole and Jen. That their baby shower photos. I'm sending those to her tomorrow actually. But I edited those. I was like, I busted out the old. I'm Nikon gang, so I busted out the D750. A little bit of an older model. I'm normally shooting.
Wait, Slick.
What happened?
Gotta drop the information if anybody need their photos taken by the greatest photographer right now.
Laura _ looking glass on Instagram. I used to be through that. I realized that has too many words. So Laura's looking glass. Webpage is coming soon. Hopefully built by me. But I took those pictures. It was a good vibe. It was a good lot of love in the room. I was happy of the pictures. I'm doing, got a couple more shoots coming up. I'm not gonna focus on the negative. Just I'm in a good space. Can't nothing throw me off. So I'm feeling good. How you feeling, brother?
I like to hear that, bro. My boy out here working. I'm actually feeling content. I really don't have no highs. Don't really have no lows. I'm right in the middle. This week ain't nothing too eventful. Not really. Just been doing what I gotta do. What actually, I'm happy about just the reception that we've been getting from this podcast. It's been actually pretty good. I kind of if you haven't followed us on social media, This Might Not Go do it right now because we post snippets of the episodes and we get comments and everything. So just promoting the podcast, we've been getting a lot of good feedbacks. Last week we talked about how Vonnie, criticized us for our big three. And, and I showed her the snippet of the episode and, she was rolling. But people fucking with us, bro. We get some traction out here.
It's crazy. I hit up our homegirl. Shout out to, Earthquake, to Quasia. She's actually one of the people we started this project with back in college with idea originally formed, right? I was like, yo, I know you got your cooking business, so, we can get you an episode. She's like, yo, I want to be on it. I think what y'all doing is dope. So she's gonna actually probably be here next episode. We're gonna get her in on the Zoom and we're gonna bring her in so we can have another female's voice when we talk our shit.
Facts. But we also got to get Asia too. Yeah. That's a lot of
Asian Asia. Shout out to them. Asia's a model. Taquasia's a chef. We got a lot of friends with a lot of talents. And I think also just seeing, like you said, the reception it's been getting, our views have gone up every month. And I think that's the cool thing. That's the cool thing. That's the cool thing. I'm like, hey, some people might say, 200 views in a tracking month or whatever is not a lot, but we started with 3 views. You feel me? And we not out here on no payola. We not paying for views or nothing. So people was going through it, if they liking it. We just updated the link tree. So if you go on link tree, you got Apple Podcasts, you got Spotify Podcasts, iHeartMedia Podcasts, Google Podcasts. YouTube is up and running.
Oh yes, talk about it.
We did a test video. We reposted episode 32. I ain't gonna front. It's not the best video, but it is up. It's available. If that's how you consume some of your content. We know YouTube, we're going to have to take the music out or blur it out if y'all didn't do so for us, but we just know that's a step in the right direction.
So speaking on that, don't mind to cut you off, brother.
No problem.
So speaking of that, for all our listeners right now, especially if you listen to this episode on YouTube, because this episode will be up on YouTube, you can find the song of the week, and we probably might make this announcement for the next couple episodes so people would understand where they can find the song of the week. You can find the song of the week audio-wise, but on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, just click the link, go listen to it on your favorite streaming site to go get our song of the week, but we can't play it on YouTube because copyrights and stuff. Nobody trying to pay these people money out here.
That's a fact. So just make sure, and two, if you want to hear the raw, unfiltered music, just listen to it on another platform.
Facts.
You feel me? But yeah, so we outside.
And I'm excited for the YouTube because Law, like he said about photography, but he also learning about the editing too. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff in store. So we're gonna have some segment film. We're gonna think about some other stuff, some other content we could provide to the page. So please subscribe to This Might Not Go Well podcast on YouTube.
TikTok, we coming for y'all too. Don't worry. Eventually. We gonna figure it out. Don't rush us. We take our time.
I don't know if we're gonna do the dances though, but
I don't. Everybody knows I don't dance. But I was just gonna say shout out to all our friends that got some dope talents too. Because I was just just thinking we've had people come through out of the last 7 episodes. We had guests on 4 or 5 of them, and just the energy is always just a good vibe, and people having stuff to promote. It's just I think that's a beautiful thing in our age bracket. Whether it's streaming, whether it's other podcasts, we still gotta get my dreaded mind up here. We gotta get him up in a couple weeks.
That's a fact.
We gotta get your own opinion out here. Brian Ellis, we gotta get him up here. More people
in the fitness. We got
fitness. Shout out Mr. Q, Quentin, man. He came in. My man's came in 5th in his first ever bodybuilding joints. And if you know Quentin came a long way. Quentin was built like me back in high school, and now that man is he's
jacked up.
He 0.02% body fat. So he did his first competition. He came in 5th. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody doing. Shout out to his sister Ashley. They doing the Trust Your Journey fitness joints. If you in Queens, Baisley Park on the weekends, go to @Trust Your Journey at Mr. Quentin. Hit them up, Mr. Quentin MPO. So, shout out to Jamie Tox. Jamie Tox been out here last couple episodes. He come on when he feel like it, but everybody got something going. I think that's a beautiful thing. We should have a festival. We should plan something where we allow people that have booths and stuff. And
oh, that's a fact.
I think we could have we can have a little mini pod, a mini toxic session, but we can have people with their clothing lines, people with their fitness, people with their they art, whatever else they got going on.
Please email us at This Might Not Go Well. If you're listening, you got your stuff going on, you want us to promote. If you got a 30-second pitch you want to send in, we could play it on our podcast, make a mid-roll or a pre-roll.
That's a fact.
Email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. You feel me?
At least 200 people go here.
Come on now.
But yeah, that's a vibe.
So we want to show support and thank y'all for listening. So now let's get the show on the road. So up in this week though, we gotta give it up to the spelling bee champion.
Hey, Miss Avant-Garde.
I'm a butcher your first name. Zali?
I believe so.
We gonna go with Zali?
We gonna call her Miss Avant-Garde.
Yeah, we gonna call her Miss Avant-Garde.
Yo, shout out to her. She's actually she has the world record for 3 basketball things.
Yeah.
So she said spelling is a hobby. She's the first black
flex.
Girl. She's the first black person I think to actually win the national spelling bee.
I'm on the flex.
That was a subtle flex.
The flex. Shout out to you. And I'll see you doing your basketball drills. Yo.
Shorty real.
Come on, 14 already, and she know how to dribble like this?
Nah, it is. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what her world record is in. And I think it's just dope because it's we're at a point where you see black people still making history and we can shout it out. And there's a section of the world that might not be happy with that. But I mean, hey, y'all trying to get rid of critical race theory, teaching about systemic racism.
Come on now.
So we're going to celebrate our people as much as we can, especially when they are being, above average. And she's immaculate. She's exceptional. We shout her. I think she's going to be in the WNBA. She said that's her goal. So shout out to her.
I can see her being a big name like Skylar Diggins and stuff like that.
I'm going to clap it up for her again. But you're right. You're right. Because I think, she got the name. She got the talent to match. She's already a spelling bee champ. So she's already in history. So
come on now. And now only way up is from now. And then also I want to give a shout out to the Olympic sprinter Allison Felix, who's going to be covering child care costs for athletes at the Tokyo Olympics. Look at black women. Look at black women again.
Addressing real world problems. Sometimes you can't be great when you got a kid that you got to take to daycare.
And that's a fact. And also Shakara Richardson might be able to compete in the 100 and 200 meter at the Prefontaine Classic in August. So, shout out to her as well. And also, I don't know if you saw the video slick, DaBaby. They might be the baby in the track star.
Nah, he gonna leave that girl alone. He not good for her. Nah, shout out to Shakari. Shout out to DaBaby. I'm not gonna front.
I know women in general. I know some people listen to our toxic segment or listen to the snippet, think we be going hard on women sometimes, but we love y'all. And we know that y'all do a lot for us. And shout out to y'all. know,
that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm gonna be real, ladies. The toxic section. We ain't talking about this but we're gonna stop calling it the toxic section. We call it the TSA, the toxic service announcement. So our toxic service announcements are legitimately just, it's like barbershop talk. It's us getting our shit off. And when we have female co-hosts or guests come through, they can get their shit up and talk shit about us too.
Yeah, and also the reason why we talk about women is because we're both straight men. So it's like that's what we have most experience with. We will have other people from, part of the LGBT community come and talk about their experience. And we can also have women talk about how guys ain't shit, because we know we ain't shit. We ain't saying that. Girls.
Y'all just air us out on Twitter. Yeah, we don't want to read it. We want y'all to listen to what we have to say.
Shout out to Joaquin Peters, because, she's going to go to Grenada to start her OBGYN. Shout out to her. So over the past weekend, yes, clap it up for her. She had some of her close friends in her Long Island home, and I was there. And, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't put this on the docket, but, women was shaming us guys. They're saying how easy we are. They could fuck off a 4 for 4. Like, I don't gotta say nothing to you. I could call a nigga that night, and he might pull up. And I had no rebuttal, sir. I had no rebuttal. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm fake easy.
I got a rebuttal. I got you. You know what it is? Because a woman, no matter what somebody said you look like, no matter how your personality is, you 90% of the time, there's that 10% where it's just like, yeah, nah. But y'all have had the choice of who y'all want. You have to say yes. Yep. For us, a lot of times we trying to get the same jobs, even though there's more women than men in this world. So, but shorty say, you want to get a fourth? You want to go to Wendy's real quick and then come chill and watch a movie? Yes. You want? Yes. Why? Yes. Because you chose me. So come, have your way.
Do you got an eighth? Yes.
I'll find it.
Yeah, I'll find anything.
You know how to fix the sink? YouTube. Let's go. Get the clothes. Get the hanger ready.
I could have rebuttal. I couldn't rebuttal the women over there, because I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. Girls was letting me out for less. They ain't had to get me no meals. They didn't have to give me water.
Make me a turkey sandwich. Shit, you might get this. But I mean, that's the vibe.
We get let it out for less though. It's still slut me out season though. I know we didn't promote it last episode and all that, but slut me out season. Slut your man out. Come on now.
It's not on the docket, but I told you off. I don't know. I didn't read the whole docket. Not gonna lie to you, but I finally watched Rory and Mal. I watched episode 4.
Hey, finally. You fucking with it?
I liked it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a Joe Budden rehash, but it was actually like, I opened this sketch. This was the one where he was talking about, Rory was talking to Shorty about the Zodiac.
Yes.
And Shorty was like, oh, what's your sign? You're a Capricorn. No. And I was like, yo,
That's triggering.
As men, we've all been there.
But what?
As men, we've all been.
I just found out being Aquarius, I'm trash.
Yeah, y'all ain't shit.
That's why I just found out, like, we independent, we hard-headed.
I'm surrounded by y'all, and that's like, I don't see it anymore, but I remember reading, like, y'all was the devil.
Because, growing up, I mean, even though I'm not into signs, you always heard about Cancers, Geminis, Virgos. You hear those are the top 3 most, like, toxic signs. I'm thinking, all right, I'm Aquarius. I'm good. Nope. They told me, like, yo, you too, like, basically, you too into yourself. You don't care about anybody. I'm just like, wait. When I don't care about anybody, like, I'm thinking, like, yo, I never attribute none of these attributes before.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like, you think, like, even watching that skit, I was like, yo, like you said, a little trigger. I was like, damn, we've all been there. We're like, sure. Well, it's just, I'm a Pisces, so I'm nice, I'm sensitive, I'm quiet. People love me, but they was like, I'm quiet. I can fully fade to the background, whatever. I remember I was in, like, elementary school. Miss teacher is like, he's black, but he's gay. So, we always say that there wasn't many straight male teachers. He's like, oh, you a Pisces. You a box person. And I was like, what the fuck that mean? I don't even have a box. Where am I get a box from this school? But now it's like, anytime something happened in my life or anything, like, physically or mentally, it go in a box. Me in my office studio right now. Half my shit is in some kind of box, some kind of contraption where it's disorganized but organized. Emotionally, a lot of stuff goes in boxes. I put stuff in compartments.
But you know what I hate the most, and he said it in the skit, like, once you tell him something about yourself, and
that makes sense.
Oh yeah, what's your sign? Oh, I'm a Leo. That makes sense. I'm like, I could have told you I was goddamn.
You're mad at me? What's your sign? Oh, you a Pisces. I could have told you that.
Oh yeah, you see.
No, bitch, I'm just mad at you.
I'm gonna start telling girls the wrong signs. I'm gonna start being like, yo, yeah, I'm a Sag.
I just realized though, this be on YouTube though. This is a side note. We probably gonna have to stop cursing extra hard if we want to get some real sponsors.
Oh,
so that might have been my last.
You switching it up already?
I was just saying. I used to be Mr. PC, then I didn't care, but now, like, I'm gonna have to care a little bit just because we trying to get some money.
I mean, you know,
we got filter it. But you know, I'm just saying, like, again, I watched the episode, I watched the conversation, I listened to some of their conversation, and they was just talking about real shit. They wasn't pretending to care about no music shit that Joe cared about. They was legit just having a conversation. They talked about Rory going to a Doja Cat concert. I was mad because I was supposed to go, but he was like, he was dead. He expected to be there for like 5 minutes, and he ended up staying for the whole shit, turning up, dancing with gay people. I'm like, yo, that's fire.
Yeah,
I never thought about it too, because I was like, yo, as straight men, we don't dance. And I was like, if I was at a concert around a lot of people who you know, are homosexual, how would I feel? And I was like, yo,
most guys would just do the 2-step.
Or I, you know, stay with they shorty, stay with they shorty, or whatever. I'm like, yo, nah. I commend him for, you know, dancing and turning up. And Mo was like, yo, as long as you wasn't doing choreography, I'm lit. And he's like,
that's a fact.
And I was like, yo,
doing a no TikTok dance. I better not see none of you grown ass people doing none of them TikTok dances at a club or any function. All right. Keep that to yourselves.
But that's the shit. Is like, yo, that's fire. Like, I'm just in a position where, like, oh, I'm gonna go dance. I'm gonna go have some fun. You feel me?
Yeah, I don't mind you, because, you know, I feel like with us, like, people who are not secure in themselves. I'm not saying you, because you are. I'm saying, like, with other guys, they be feeling like, oh my god, if there's gay people there and I dance, they might be attracted to me. I'm like, yo, first of all, homie and I have probably not been paying attention to you, because
squeeze me, you are ashy. I know.
Like, your hair's uneven, you look musty.
That's crazy.
So I'm just like, yo, most of the time, gay people not even paying attention to you, and I be feeling like us straight guys sometimes be like too into ourselves, thinking like just because they like the same sex, oh, they automatically into us. I'm like, nah, they not. I talk to a few, you know, I got people in the community, they don't be looking at us, and they tell me all the time, they could tell when somebody is or not, and they keep it pushing from there. So, fellas, go have your fun. Don't care about what anybody says about you. You feel me? One thing we gotta know as us guys, we just gotta start shedding that toxic masculinity a little bit. You feel me? Even though we do our shit over here though, but I'm like, we gotta let go.
Yeah, but that's in the comfort of our own space. We share in the digital space with people. It's also cool to just be like, yo, you know what? Yo, we here. You know, like I said, if I was like, I'm at the concert, I would have been a little way. But if I'm having fun, I'm not worried about this. Like, yeah, people know me. Know I'm not gay, but I'm gonna have some fun. Come
on now.
For what?
And Doja got slaps. We don't talk about that a lot. She got some slaps.
Yo, I played a couple of drinks on her album, and I was just like, yo, the song with The Weeknd was fire. She got a song called Ain't Shit, and it's basically niggas ain't shit. And it was catchy as fuck. And I was just sitting here like, yo, that shit cool. Like, I heard like 3 or 4 of them records, and it was nice bops.
Yeah, so, and she also got some hits. I didn't know that whole Silhouette Challenge was her song.
Oh no, that Streets record is fire.
I didn't even know that, because I was seeing that on TikTok all the time. But when I actually saw the whole video, and I was like, wait, this is a Doja Cat song? So shout out to Doja though. She got a body though. Shout out to you, mama. I see you.
Yeah, shout out to Doja, man.
But don't be afraid, fellas. It's summertime. Go have fun. Put the guns down and do what you got to do.
You know what it is? Because it's like the Black Boy Joy era is there, but a lot of people feel like that archetype doesn't fit them. Like, I'm not putting a flower in my head. You know, this is what Black Boy Joy I got was letting my hair grow and curl it up a little bit, put a little mousse in that joint.
Or you know, the most stuff was just probably like doing a little blonde, doing the Wiz Khalifa little blonde patch.
I ain't do that, but I had friends that did that. I was like, yo, to be that free and be that comfortable with yourself is dope. And I think that's the thing. We're just to the point I don't even want to term it Black Boy Joy, but like, yo, just be comfortable, enjoy yourself. Don't worry about what a motherfucker got to say to you about what you're doing. If you happy and you content, no, do that shit. Men, women, children, do whatever it is you feel comfortable doing. That's the point I want to get to in my life.
Yes,
I said I don't dance. It's probably because I got a little rhythm, but I don't like moving my feet. I don't work out my legs, so my legs don't look like they're supposed to move sometimes. Especially if I be out the game for a minute. Like, I might have a step, but we go from partying every weekend to partying every 6 months. The hips lock up a little bit. You know what I mean? So
I mean, start out with a 2-step. Yeah, you start out with a 2-step, and then you can start moving your arm a little bit. You know me. I'm a big dude, but I be in the party wildly. You feel me? Especially when you put computers on.
Yeah, don't play no Brooklyn drill.
Come on now, you already know where I'm in the spot. Millie rocking and pouring the Sazon. You know.
I feel you. 100% feel you. So I'm like, yo, it's a good vibe. Like I said, that's the point. Everybody should get to the point where you just feel comfortable. Just do you. Don't worry about it. And yo, it's the motherfuckers that just go outside to record people to try to make themselves feel better and make jokes and get clout. Yo, suck a dick and die.
Oh yeah, that's a big fact.
Suck a dick and die. I know that might be sound a little vulgar, but come on, son. Everybody got smartphones. We done all seen people do some shit. unless you're using that shit for evidence against one of your homeboys or something, like, yo, keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, the person is enjoying themselves. They're not paying attention to you. They're not even, they're not even in your headspace. Like, yo, if they dancing funny, let them dance funny. As long as they having fun, and as long as they not hurting nobody or themselves, let them rock.
That's a fact. That's 100% factual.
But
yeah.
We also want to congratulate Telfar. I can't pronounce words.
Telfar.
Yo, this is gonna be a segment on the podcast. Shout out to hear more. He got this segment on his YouTube called "Wording is Hard." It's wording hard with me over here too. Wording is hard. I can't pronounce words. Leave me alone. I know you be getting at me.
They brought you over to the boat before they took you to primary school. Essentially, that's what it sounds like.
But yo, Beyonce was rocking the bag.
The telly. Yo, it's crazy because like people still go hard for the telly, but when they did the smart thing. They had hype, and it's like, yo, everyone get their bag. You might have to wait like, nah, must be you can get your bag. And the hype kind of died down. People was able to get it, but then Beyonce steps out with the all. I ain't never seen the all white big joint.
Come on now,
I ain't never seen it, and I looked and I was like, damn, that's a nice ass bag. And it's like she rocked it well, but he did something smart. He basically said, yo, I'm not raising the price because Beyonce wore it, but it shows you his clout. Like, it's here. Like, yo, if my shit is hitting, I know it's going to hit. He got the Converse collection that just dropped. He had the UGG collection that he dropped prior. Like, yo, man, this is doing big things, and he's doing it his way underneath his vision. So shout out to him again. I'm giving another round of applause.
Facts. Because I ain't going to lie, I've been seeing some of these fashion shows by these, I guess, world top designers. I don't know what the fuck that.
The Pierre Morse one? Where Shorty had like the light cover joint on.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, is this supposed to be for the public to buy or something? Like, but
I think a lot of that comes down to like shock value. Like maybe the dress somebody would wear, but a lot of people wouldn't find a need for like certain headdresses and things like that. And like it's getting you pressed. Like that's a picture you saw. I didn't know he had a fashion show till I saw the picture. And if he had in the fashion world, you probably knew it. But for the average everyday person, a lot of times it's those wild images that's going to catch that. Get you a mainstream story. So shout out to Beyonce for rocking it though, because Beyonce got bread, so she don't even have to rock this bag. But I think one thing about Jay-Z and Beyonce, they understand the culture, or they at least pay attention to the culture. And she had to hear like these bags was hitting, and that's why she copped one. Or she just liked it.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, that's a dope. I think Beyonce's her transition into like I don't say she wasn't pro black, but I think I don't even say she shuns the mainstream. She does what she wants to do. And I think just her being that person, even if you go on her website, like she tells whoever's famous in black's birthday, she tells them happy birthday on that joke. Like she shouts out different designers. She links different things. The Lion King album, A Gift or whatever. The last 3 or 4 Beyonce records was very pro-black, very anthemic, very much like I could still put out a hit record, but I also want you to pay attention to my message. I think
that's a fact.
I never consider myself a part of the Beehive, but I'm like, even watching the Homecoming documentary, like, yo, Beyonce is immensely, even though she don't write her shit, she's immensely talented.
Oh, you see,
you have to. You have to. It might not go up, but she's immensely talented. And I think, like I said, her personality is shining through even more so than her talent in the last 5 to 7 years. You feel me?
Oh, that's a fact. That's a big fact.
I think that's what when you get to see that from your favorite artists or people that are in the mainstream, it goes a long way.
But Beyonce always been down, even though she can't do interviews to save her life.
I never really watched a Beyonce interview.
Yo, you gotta watch it. It's like the funniest shit ever. Like she sounds like me talking on this podcast. Like she be trying to put words, and it be so slow.
I mean,
I love you, Beyonce, but
she got media training, so I mean, it makes sense. I'm not trying to get canceled by the Beehive, so you need to shut the fuck up. But I think that's like, that's media training. It's like she's got a southern drawl to her, so it's like, hey, she's speaking be herself. That's all I appreciate.
Did you watch the Conor McGregor fight?
I didn't have to. I wasn't going to pay for it.
He wasn't.
I don't think I've ever actually watched a full UFC. I used to watch like the Ultimate Fighter show.
I've never watched. Show was hitting.
I've never like sat down and paid for a UFC pay-per-view. I've seen the fights. I'll wait like a day so they're on YouTube or like
I go on Bleacher Report.
Yeah,
see the highlights.
I'm at that point in life where I don't have to watch certain sporting events. I could just watch it or listen to the stats or listen to the stream.
Facts. Like,
so I didn't watch it.
2 hours watching the event.
Yeah, I wasn't excited for this fight because he lost the last fight. And he lost his last couple fights. Mm-hmm. So I kind of, I understand that he's like the name for MMA. But I also know after the Floyd Mayweather fight, he didn't really have that same passion because he got a bigger payday in that one fight than all his other fights put together, I believe. You feel me?
It's time for him to hang it up. It's time for him to hang it up.
He made like $2 million. If that, he probably made more.
It's going to be, he could continue fighting for money. But if you saw the fight, you know that he's not ready for these new age niggas out here. He's not.
He's fought Poirier 3 times though. He's gonna fight him again because it wasn't a decisive.
Yeah, because he injured his foot and it was an injury.
That was disgusting.
Oh yeah,
that was Paul George levels of disgusting.
But he can't even. His strong game is boxing, basically, like striking.
He hit you with that left is over, but a lot of guys know that.
So it's easy to game plan it, man. He's not consistent with his fighting or with training. So you're going in there. Like, you should basically do what Floyd Mayweather do, is go after these amateurs and whip their ass and collect a check instead of going in the ring with actual niggas who've been training and having multiple fights a year.
I will defend Floyd. In the sense that Floyd, like, he does give you the fights you want to see 8 times out of 10, but he waits. He picks his spots. Like, I'm not going to fight you now while you at the top. I'm going to wait. Oh, yeah. And it's also, he said it, why am I going to go, hurt myself or risk my thing? I could go fight this guy and still make 30 million, 40 million off of just doing this. That's what he did with the Paul fight. You feel me?
But you know what I'm saying about Floyd? It's not even him. It's about the boxing world or just the world in general. Y'all understand he's a defensive fighter. And every time he suckers you in to watch his fight and y'all complain about how he fights. And I'm like, people like that, I'm like, you don't even watch his fights before then, because I'm like, his fight, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, it was like his fights was more.
He was aggressive.
Yeah, he was more aggressive, and he was more of a chance of a knockout.
Now he's money.
Yeah, money Mayweather is not trying to knock you out. He's gonna hit your spot. He's gonna hit his spots. He's gonna counteract, and that's it. He's gonna try to win by decision. He's not going for the kill unless you start wilding and you start going for a counterattack. And that's when he's gonna try to lay you out.
That's a fact. But I also think it's also a product of, people this might not go. People have a weird relationship with greatness. And it's like, no matter, you want to watch, if somebody's called the greatest in anything, basketball, football, soccer, tennis, lacrosse, wrestling, checkers, if that shit is available for you to watch, you gonna watch it. And 8 times out of 10, you watching to see if this person gonna lose. You don't even care about the matchup.
That's a fact.
Look at LeBron haters. People cut LeBron out for 2 reasons. They can't let go with Jordan, and 2, it's like, yo, you want to see if he gonna lose. And if he won, it's like, oh damn, he got it. When he lose, like, we told you he's not better than Jordan. It's validation. Like, Floyd. People will not call Floyd the greatest fighter, but statistically, he is. He never lost.
That's a fact.
He might not. He never. And again, asterisk, he didn't fight people when they were supposed to. But if you look at the list of names he's fought and he's beaten, it's a nice list. If you look at it without context, like, yeah, he got the Cottos, he got the De La Hoyas, he got the Pacquiaos. So I mean, I think that's just the odd relationship with greatness that we have as a society. But
Conor McGregor gotta hang it up. He's not there. At least go on the floor, go the Mayweather route. Pick these bums or these retired dudes.
Is it Logan or Jake Paul? One of them want to fight him. He showed up with that sleepy Conor.
Oh yeah, it's spending mad money. I'm like, yo, give me that bread, bro. I be looking at some of these rappers. Like, we didn't talk about this a couple weeks ago, but when Kodak Black was throwing out hundreds on a boat
in the water,
I'm like, bro,
ain't he from your island?
Don't do that. Don't do that. I be upset when these people be wasting money when I'm like, yo, you could have just gave me that and we could have went to a better cause, my guy.
I mean, hey, people was in the water trying to get that. I heard. It's like, yo, I ain't gonna front. Yo, y'all saw the video on TikTok. A homeboy turned his pants to a flotation device. That would have been me. Like, you're like, all right, first you jump in the water, then you take your pants on. I like, by the time I do that, I'm at the bottom. I'm dead. The dolphin then ate me.
But yeah, I'm just saying, with Conor McGregor, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna tune into the next fight. I'm gonna wait for the highlights. But like, bro, you obviously people could tell that your heart is not into fighting.
But you know what it is? Remember, there was like a good 7-year period where everybody said boxing was dead and UFC was about to take over. But the UFC purses are never that big because they don't have those stars. And Conor McGregor showed that there was a lot of interest in boxing. You got the heavyweight division that's going crazy right now with Fury, Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Ruiz. That's going like, that fight might get pushed back because Tyson Fury's camp got a COVID outbreak, but that's still a big fight. You got Floyd. You got Tank, Gervonta Davis.
Oh yeah.
You got a lot of faces, notable faces in the boxing game right now. You got the Charlo twins. You feel me? So you got a lot of guys now where it's like, yo, if a guy like McGregor's like, yo, you fucking fight me. He gonna make a light 10 mil, probably more than he made in his last 3 UFC fights.
I mean, the UFC got some talent too. They got some personalities.
Got talent, but I'm saying,
they got some like the style bender. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Adesanya's whatever. Yeah. I know you're talking about. He's nice.
And then you got John Bones.
Bones is always in trouble. Like that. Bones would have been the guy if you watch excuse me, if you watch mixed martial arts, that's the guy you would say, yo, I want to watch him fight. To this day, I want to watch him fight. But it's like he's always in trouble. So it's like you always get that stigma. It's like, all right, well, it's already a sport where it's very niche. Like you can watch somebody beat the hell out of each other, but you technicalities is like if you don't understand, MMA, it's out the window.
That's a fact.
At least with boxing, nigga, you fall 3 times, I'm probably gonna win. I'm probably gonna win.
Like sometime in MMA, they want to take it to the floor, take it to the ground so they could do their ground.
Yeah, it's the
so.
defense, and you on the scorecard, you winning. It's more entertaining boxing wise. It's like, all right, bet there's a chance Floyd might get knocked the hell out. MMA, you might get a 5-second knock, but you more than likely gonna see a 20-minute fight where they just on the ground hugging each other.
Yep.
Not saying that's the proper term, but like sometimes it's to the casual. That's what it look like.
Yeah. Speaking of losing, I ain't gonna lie though. This Olympic team, bro. This U.S. Olympic team is pissing me off. It's pissing me off.
They won
bro.
Today.
Barely, right?
They won by like 20. They won by
like 20.
They was up 20 when I was looking at it.
You letting Nigeria whip your ass? How you letting Australia whip your ass out here?
I will give them an asterisk in this. It is exhibitions. They are missing 3 players, but at the end of it, and they have a lot of guys who are used to being. That's the thing with USA basketball. It's a lot of guys that are used to having a ball in their hands. So now you're telling them what they've been doing for the last 3 years, 4 years pre. If they haven't been in the world tournaments or nothing like that. All right, now you're going back to AAU, but you was just a shooter, or there's somebody better than you. So it's like, how do you defer? I think a lot of them are learning. The international game is a lot different than the U.S. game. They let a lot of things go. You can smack balls off the rim. Pause. I know my Jordan mom probably heard that. It's about to wild out. But it's a different game. I've been watching USA basketball probably before I watched. I think I've been watching USA basketball the same amount of time I've been watching NBA 2006 when they went over to Japan or Tokyo. It went somewhere in 2006.
I remember the year. What year Al Iverson lost?
They lost in 2004.
Oh, yeah.
They lost. They came in.
That was a bad one.
But then remember, they lost all the tournaments that they were in outside of like the international game between like 2002 and 2008. They lost until the Olympics. On the World
problem with this team is they don't got no big man except for Bam.
They don't.
They don't got no defenders. Kevin Love ain't doing nothing out there.
Kevin Love was put on the team as because he was on like the Redeem team in 2012. I think that was the big, and then he was on the 2016 team as well. He was on a couple of international teams, and you would say he'd be a good international big, but he's also come off like the worst season of his career.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like, this team is not even put together right.
But then you gotta say a lot of these guys haven't been in the playoffs since they've been it's been about a month or a good 3 weeks since they've been actually active. So getting them in shape. And every time you hear about a USA team coming together, a lot of times you hear like they lose those early scrimmages when they're not on camera. This so happens that now we're in a position where you can watch them on TV lose. And I would say something that you're seeing is like guys are deferring a lot. They're trying to figure out matchups. Again, they are down 3 guys, Devin Booker, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday. So you got a nice – Chris Middleton's a guy that will be able – he's comfortable without the ball in his hands being a knockdown shooter. Drew Holiday is that guy that on the perimeter is going to lock you up and, on push the pace. Devin Booker's a bucket. So it's like, you're like, all right.
But we forgot to say.
What?
KD can't lead a team.
It's 2 games, bro. And I think the thing about it is.
Doing that. Scottie Pippen was right.
Nah. No, we're not going to do that. I'm not just saying this. KD is in a position where it's like, he's one of probably like 3 guys that have played international ball. So I think that he's kind of like letting everybody get their sea legs before he takes over. Because it's like, it's no need. It's exhibitions. I just came off a crazy season, Yeah. So it's like, let everybody figure out how the game is going. And I guarantee you when they get over to Tokyo, it's going to be different. I'm not saying they're going to win it all because a lot of the world has caught up. Basketball is a global sport. Yeah.
Australia, say what you say. Australia basketball is big over there.
Yeah, if they had Ben Simmons, they'd be a real problem. They didn't. I'm trying to think who else. France got a nice squad. They got Rudy. They got Frank. They got a couple.
Yeah, but Nigeria's a nice squad.
Nigeria has some NBA, but you know what it was? They also hit like 14 threes, and it's just like, y'all not going to do this again. I could put $100 down. Y'all probably do this 2 more out of 100 games if we played 100 pickup games or 100 quarters. You feel me? So I don't know. I'm not going to destroy them like the internet is. Like I said, they won tonight. They're figuring out the rotations. They're figuring out who they can use, what sets. And remember, it's Pop. I feel bad for Pop because he was actually like in the military, and he lost at the World Tournaments 2 or 3 years ago. They came in like 4th or 5th, and then it's like, all right, you got your Olympic coaching record looking terrible after Krzyzewski. So I'm hoping that they get Pop. I feel like if they win the gold, Pop might retire.
Oh, yeah, because he's not winning in San Antonio no time soon.
I feel like he's on a case-to-case. That's how I think.
Because they even trying to think about trading DeMar DeRozan.
He's a free agent. He could leave if he wants to. He might trade him if he's just like, all right, let's try to get y'all something back.
Even though they get most of their good players through drafts, but I'm just like, San Antonio got to go through a rebuilding stage, so he better win that so he can retire peacefully. You feel me?
100%.
All right, so we're gonna talk about some music and some entertainment things. Pop Smoke new album dropped this Friday. Faith, clap it up for my guy. Yo, I had to put this on the docket.
You think it's too soon?
Nah, it's been a year.
But he's
a year to his first album.
But he's still getting spins off that first album.
I don't think so. I don't think it's too soon because I'm
gonna preface why I ask. Like I said, he's still getting spins off the album, and I feel like there's a finite amount of music that he has. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So rushing to put it all out, say they do a drop a year for like the next 3-4 years.
I think that's what they're about to do.
Then it's like, all right, what happens after that? Because at least then it's like, yo, even if you gave 18 months, like, yo, Pop, here you go. We still running this. Because every time I look on Billboard, he got a song. And I'm like, dang, this song, there's still records on the album. The P&B song, there's songs they can still give a push and he'll get love. And his family will still reap the money from it. You feel me? I feel like, and then again, like I said, 4 or 5 years, 2025, are we still getting?
But we live in a society now. If he was alive, then I would tell him no. I'll tell him no probably every year and a half.
Now, if he was alive, I'd tell him no. I'll tell him yes. Because I know that there's more output that he could do.
Yeah, and he can do media, and then he can do other stuff to raise his. With him passed away, he can't promote himself that much. He can't do no media thing. He was doing a movie. He can't do no stuff outside of hip hop to at least stay relevant. The only thing he has left now is his music, and he has his friends doing music, but they're not as popping as he was, or they're not even. And shout out to Fabi because Fabi just got out of jail today.
Oh, they freed Fabi?
Yeah, they just released him today. But all his other people that's in his camp, they're not really popping that much to keep his name alive. So
Dusty Lil Kane took his whole flow,
and Dolphin, he said his name in like 1 or 2 interviews, and they stopped asking about Pop with him. And I heard they're not even that they was cool, but they're not like cool like that.
Like he don't take it as like a compliment or nothing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like this is the only way you can keep Pop name alive for at least a couple years,
a decade or so.
Yeah, because he's a legend in the floss, but like just worldwide, like at least this is gonna keep him relevant until 2022. Most likely have a lot of album, and then they might cool down afterwards. I think after this album and one more.
They think they're trying to secure the bag for the family just right now while it's hot.
Why it's hot? Why he's pushing the numbers? Why he's winning all these awards and doing all of this? Because they don't got no other visuals, and so they gonna do the rack it up, and then now after 3 albums, because I think he said he has over like 300 unreleased songs. After the 3rd album, then you can do something every other year, every couple years, release a track or 2 just to make sure.
Use the Tupac model, drop a greatest hits every 2 years.
Come on now, because at one point
there was a different Pac album with songs you ain't never heard with the current artist that was popping on it.
Shout out to Cuba because I know y'all going through your thing right now. Shout out to Cuba.
It's definitely a big uprising against the government in Cuba right now.
But for as Tupac, I ain't gonna lie. As a kid, I really believe he's still alive in Cuba.
I definitely did think Pac was hiding in like Brazil or something, just chilling. and you see those like fake, it's those fake web pages. I said, Instagram fake web pages. Where there's been somebody like Tupac, like, it's Pac. He's like, yo, what's going? Like, yo, chill.
Because the way he was releasing music, I was like, bro. Didn't this guy pass in the 90s and we in the early 2000s?
Remember the Dave Chappelle skip? Stop for the record, might skip down. He's like, yo, Pac might still be among us.
So I'm excited. Make sure everybody go tune in to Pop Smoke Faith. Album drops July 16th.
That's a fact. I'm looking forward to it. But I was just like I said, I don't know. I feel like, yo.
You know what? Also, my expectation, I hope it has some more Brooklyn drills than more of I feel like the last album, which was great. No, but it had mostly like radio hits to it, like the Enjoy Yourself, with the Shorty, light skin, baddie. It had a little more, radio hits. It didn't really have like the what us real
like
Pop Smoke fans.
Like the real Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
like,
I need that NPR. I need that. You feel me? Like bring that to a step. I need some bow. You feel me? I need to shoot up a place. I need to sprint a block or 2. You feel me? Like, Come on, nah. You see, now I got, even though we on YouTube now, I gotta play this though. Come on, now I need.
You gonna break the rules already?
Come on, because when we talk about pop, you gotta. If I don't hear a track like this, come on now. If I don't hear a track like this on this new album,
you gonna have to block this out. You know that.
I know. Sorry, listeners.
This is a melody.
Wait,
I need that money, that bad respect. I need that money, that bad respect.
On my pop, I don't gotta block it out because it was less than 20 seconds. If I don't get no money, pop, respect on that shit, some shit that make me when I'm cruising, I'll bow out the window. Come on now, what we doing here? You feel me? You shitting me? You kidding me? You know?
So let's get an actual authentic Pop Smoke sounding record. All right, I'm with it. I mean, I'm looking forward. I'm gonna listen to it. I've been slacking on my music game recently, but I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna find a band which to listen to a full project, and I think Pop. Hopefully, this one is really good. Hopefully, he has some hidden gems locked up.
Yes. And then, as far as just hidden gems, so this past week, DaBaby been on the news lately because of what he did with a couple kids who was selling candies. I want to play the audio real quick. You feel me? Because I have some mixed reviews on it. You know, a lot of people
was a solid stance on this one
because I was just like, "Yo, what's going on though?" So here it goes.
Thank you. You got me.
I had to let it. I had to let the podcast breathe a little bit. So this is the segment they're here for. Though this is what the people have been going for.
It's time for the toxic service announcement.
Come on now.
Need a drop. Somebody make a drop and send that to us.
That's a fact, but we're gonna still use our drop that we news. You feel me?
Oh my god! I can always trying to get away from this.
Come on now.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Oh man, we here, baby. What we call this segment again? The TSA.
The TSA, the toxic service announcement.
Come on, so we got 3. We got we got 4. We actually got 4 because I ain't gonna lie. The second topic, I was so sick when I
you
saw
sent me that shit, and I was like, why the fuck is this in my inbox?
The first topic of this week is, how would you feel if your girl's ex contact her?
As an adult?
As an adult. Now let's play a little scenario. All right, you and your girl have been together for years. Her ex randomly hit her up, not on no flirty stuff, just checking up on her. Hey, what's going on? How's it going? Blah blah blah. What's your thoughts? How you feeling?
I mean, you can't control nobody else's actions. Firstly, as long as if you choose to engage, if you keep it respectful, how can I feel? You feel me? Like, as a man, I get it. Like, sometimes people look for ends and shit. But I feel like if you go through life thinking like that, then you're not going to be able to do anything. You feel me? So I feel like, if my girl's ex it up, and she handles it how she seems fit, I'm going to trust her with that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I also feel like, hey, you know what? Adults can have conversations without ulterior motives. And if you get the feeling that something is out of whack, just engage. I feel like for me personally, I've been in spaces where I was worried about who my partner was talking to or dealing with or whatever. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good space. Because, you're going to work, you're going to stress yourself out, you're going to be overthinking. Every time they're on the phone, you're going to think they doing some slime shit or whatever. And you got 2 options. You either can, 3 you can rock the boat, confront them about it. You can leave it alone. Or you can make a bad choice, and now you stuck down bad. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Now, I feel like with those options, it's like it's easy for me to be like, yo, I'm gonna trust you. And whatever, like if something fucked up happens, you know what? You live and you learn, you move on. If something doesn't happen, I'm cool. But I mean, I feel like I'm at a point where I put myself in a position personally where you have to like trust people, because if you don't, you're never ever gonna be able to just feel fulfilled. You feel me? Because you're gonna be worried about what the next person going to do with this person, and then that trickles over into other shit, and it's just like, yo, it's not worth it.
Okay, I respect that.
Here come angry man.
Because I just wanted to give you a shout out for that nice, mature answer. I think that was very
because there's no time for the bullshit. What
that was very mature answer.
I'm gonna press a nigga because they hit you. I'm gonna be mad at you because you respond. Like, I'm not
what
doing
you
that
said
dumb shit.
Was perfect
For me.
No, actually perfect for people to follow. You know what I'm gonna say. Fuck out of here. What we doing? If we don't block that nigga real quick, what are we doing here? Hells to the no. How I would feel if she don't block him, you out the door, sis. What you thought this was out here? Because not for your reason. Yes, trust your girl. It's not me not trusting my girl. It's more so not trusting the guy. As a guy, we know how we like to spin the block on our old things. And the way us guys do it, we try to be sneaky with it. We try to first hit you up on some, how's he doing? Check the foundation of your relationship. Or just check the foundation in your life to see if you prospering or not. And then we try to check it, and then we come back around, do a recheck, and then see if there's any damage, like Jenga, you feel me?
The tower about to collapse.
You feel me? The block a little shaky, you feel me? And then, especially if we see a status online, like we see we post some meme or something about, guys about relationship stuff. That's when we gonna hit you back up to see, and then we gonna check it, and then we gonna try to dig in and let to see if the girl will, allow herself to be vulnerable about herself and regarding the situation, and that's when we go for the kill. So me understanding that as from a guy point of view, maybe women do it differently. I'm not a woman, I don't know what they do. They might spin the block different. But as a guy, I know if I've been with my girl for a couple years and you hit her up out of nowhere, you not coming there with good intentions. Fuck out of here. block him. That's how I feel.
No, I get that 100%. I'm just like, I've dedicated time to that shit before, and it's just so fucking. You can't enjoy. Like, bro, I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you. I was in a situation like a couple years back, my nigga. For like 2 years, I told my therapist, I told a lot of people, like, I literally couldn't, like, I can't remember having fun during that period. I could have been doing something that's supposed to be super fun, and I couldn't enjoy it. You feel me? So for me, it's just not worth it. Like, I'm like, yo, nigga hit you, I bet. Well, you know where we stand. If you want to risk that, by all means, because then it shows you not here for me. You feel me? But if like I said, if niggas have an adult conversation, like, yo, the fuck, all right, we're adults. Like, yo, and if you think shit's getting a little risque, a little out of hand, yo, pull the plug out. That's how you.
Would you let your partner know if your ex hit you?
It depends. It depends, honestly. Cause I'm like, yo, if it's a regular, if something will get you riled up. If I know something will get you riled up, I probably wouldn't. Cause it's like I don't even want that.
And maybe it's my own insecurity, or maybe it's just I know when women get vulnerable, they look for attention sometimes. So maybe I feel like if we just cut off the connection, and I don't mean this in a possessive way, and we don't believe in that over here. Maybe because I know, like, if we arguing in a couple months, he hits you up. That give you that to this might not go well.
That give you like a license to interact.
Yes. This might go well because they be saying we be bashing women, but I'm just saying, hey, we date women, so it's kind of like this. The only thing we could talk about.
Like history shows.
History has shown, once you in a rocky relationship, and then girls like to sit here and say he was there when I needed him, or some stuff similar in that fashion. Because y'all was a little rocky in y'all relationship, and he was there, and she just kind of slipped and fall on his dick. You feel me? So I'm just like, that's why we got to just block everything off the rip.
If you feel like your partner could do some shit like that to you, they not your partner. That's how I feel.
I feel like any woman could do that. Have you not listened to some of these women reasons why they cheated?
But you also got to listen to your partner. Like, if your partner says some wild shit, you be like, yo, what the fuck? That's the type of time you want. Like, you already got red flags. So like, you think that they're capable of that? That's fine. But like, you've been in the trenches with somebody, you're like, yo, if you gonna throw it away, that's on you. Like I said, I get it. And probably you would ask me this like 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, shit, I'd probably understand it. I put too much work in to even be stressed about shit like that. You feel me? Like, I know any woman I be with is gonna be attractive. She's gonna have shit going for her, because I'm not trying to just deal with no random like something I could find every day. You feel me?
Yep. So
it's just like, yo, I've taken time to know you, to learn you, et cetera, et cetera. If you in a precarious, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna take your word on it. I'm gonna, understand it, and vice versa. I hope you do the same for me.
Of course,
you feel me. So it's just like, I'm not too proud. Like I said, like you said, niggas do have their ways. Shorties have their ways too.
Because niggas spin the block. Yo,
you do.
Women, y'all. Our female listeners know is the best, because y'all tell a nigga no or whatnot, and he comes back around in your DM a couple months later just to fill it out again to see if he still got a chance.
That's persistent. That's the game. I understand it, but like, yo, sometimes both players gotta know how to play.
That's a fact. And no, and your answer is very mature and is the most sound. But I don't know.
Sometimes you run off emotion, and that's how you feel. Like, why?
Yeah, and also
I get it.
And also I heard, I know some women that cheated and all that, and I know their reasoning was on an emotional level. Some girls don't cheat off emotion. Like, we got to stop that myth, because a lot of people be like, oh, girls just cheat off emotions.
Sometimes they just don't get their rocks off.
Sometimes, you didn't take your big three, fella. He wasn't breaking her back.
He wasn't doing that thing.
You feel me? So, she found, Tyrone in the spot, and he broke her down nicely, respectfully. You heard?
100%. 100%.
But, for the emotional cheaters, having somebody that they know connect, and they already have a situation, and they don't block or whatnot, it can lead, but that means that y'all relationship wasn't strong if she did that. So I believe you, and I'm gonna go with your answer. I'm gonna switch it to your answer, because I feel like your answer is more appropriate, because it's like, yo, you have to be secure in yourself. You gotta be secure in your decision making, because it's like, now if you have to think your girl might do this, then you didn't pick the right one.
100%. 100%. Or you've been through some shit you got to work on. You got to deal with it.
It's not toxic. It's actually...
it is toxic, because it's like, in the scan of it, he's like, yo, fuck, that nigga told me nothing. But it's also like, yo, at a point, so I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to word it, because it's like, I wasn't really raised like overly pleased. Like, you make a choice, you got to live with it. But it's also like, yo, if you can look yourself in the mirror after you do something, and it's like, all right, okay, Can we deal with that? Can we talk about that? Can we whatever? You feel me? And it was like, you can't. It's like, all right, that's a different
So
conversation.
that's the bad part about being a guy. Sometimes, like, we probably won't even know they have a contact with them because we don't really search through their phones. It's not guys do search through the phone because I already know women already about to. They was already about to flame us up in the comment like, oh, I had this nigga look through my phone before. Like niggas, some niggas do that, but like it's not. I feel like it's more acceptable for women to do that than us guys, so we don't usually go forth with that. We don't usually do the whole phone checking, the social media checking, unless like something like really gotta come up like blatantly, and then that's when we get in our heads, and then we start checking. Us like girls are private eye. They do.
They see everything. They see everything. They don't even matter.
They knew special techniques to. They put two together. If they see you go off your routine, they connected to something else. Like they really be sitting here thinking about ways that we cheat. Us guys, we don't.
I'm about to say, if I don't walk in on here, I probably would never know.
That's a fact because we're like, yo,
or like I don't see something that's like, hold the fuck up.
You say you good, you still cooking food, you still giving me sex. All right, we good on this side.
I'm living the fucking dream over here.
We still good on this side. Mind you, she over here, she's doing all of that, and mind you, she's still getting dick out here. You probably never know.
Like, when did you have the time?
like man, you was just. You cooked breakfast and you went to work and then you came back home and you did all this. How the hell you go out and had dinner with them? You feel me? So that's why I say it's a little bad on our part because it's like we will never pay attention to the signs of a girl potentially cheating. So that's why either way, because you with your stuff is like trust who you are and trust your partner, but which is us guys, we don't really pay attention to our partner regarding cheating because we just kind of like egotistical.
Just assume,
like we the shit. Like we doing it.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I'm not.
But that's more. The wool could be pulled over our eyes.
100%. But like I said, I'm gonna assume like if I get caught in that situation ever, it's like, I'm always assuming good faith until I'm sure otherwise. You feel me?
That's a fact. Now I know you're gonna agree with me on this.
Oh, this one, yeah. You put this shit in the chat. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh man. I mean, for audio listeners, we can't put it, but yo, we just saw this video, bro.
We might link it in the description.
So basically, it was a masseuse, giving a massage to one of his clients. But first of all, shorty was butt naked, and he had her in a comparable position. And he was kind of smacking her ass a little bit during the massage. And I'm thinking like...
But you posed a question. I was like, yo, it has to be a question.
Like, is she single? She got to be single to get some type of massage like that. Like, homie was smacking her ass like he was dogging style of her. Like, what's going on here?
Son,
what's your thoughts on that video, bro?
Massages in general, just because like the areas that they touch can't be... or can cause arousal, but that shit was extra. If you watch this video, we gonna have to link it in the description. But it's like shorty was like in a fucking like heart position, and it was one of the most wild erotic shit. Like I feel like I was watching a porno. I was like, oh, she about to suck his dick. Oh, dirty masseuses number 97. Let's go. Let's start this one up.
And I'm just like, bro, if I ever see my girl get I don't mind it. I don't really care about my girl going, get a massage and whatnot because I like to get massages. And I don't mind that. I'm not that insecure of a man to, okay, he touched my girl. Don't care about that. But the way homie was touching her, like he was rubbing them butt cheeks like I'll rub on them butt cheeks. You feel me? Like, and he was smacking her ass. I'm like, wait, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on over here?
I don't know, bro. That shit wild. Like I always be preaching anti-possession shit, but that shit that was too forward. That was real crazy. They was outside wildly.
Cause I'm just like, yo, if Shorty don't feel horny after that massage, I know he had to offer a happy ending after that.
I was so PC. I was like, did she consent to this?
Cause like not only you massaging the knots and all that, but you also like smacking her ass and giving her booty rub. Cause Shorties love booty rubs out here. You feel me? They want you to rub that shit like a fucking globe or some shit. And now you doing all of that.
That ain't it.
You telling me she not gonna feel a little frisky?
Like I want to get a massage from the IG guy. What IG guy? Who? That nigga? Nah, we going right to Miss Kim over there in the story. What's up?
Yeah, facts. So I'm just like, yo, ladies, y'all do the massage stuff, but if y'all gonna do that,
make sure you don't
be
got
single.
A man.
Yeah, be single.
Don't have a man for that.
All right, the next one is: should your partner get a hall pass if you have a lower sex drive than them?
Okay, we gotta preface this for like where it came from. So if y'all not on Netflix, this is this show called Sex Life. This show is wild. I've watched 2 episodes. I wouldn't keep watching it, but it's just like, yo, I had to like take a break because I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening? If you're uninitiated in this show, this woman is happily married with 2 kids. She has a great husband. They like in their late 30s, maybe early 40s.
Big house.
No homo. The pause. Dude is a good looking guy.
In shape.
Got a great job. He let her be a housewife, take care of the kids. They got a nanny and a yard. But
crib
she prefaces it by saying in her life she's had a lot of dick. a lot of dick. She's had quite a lot of dick. Good, and apparently it's really good dick, including this one dick she can't forget about. But she's like, yo, her husband just ain't doing it for her no more. They at the point, she said he hasn't eaten her out in 18 months. When they have sex, she's on top, and, you know, he come a little quicker than her. Like, he you know, he tired. He working a long day. Working long hours. And she reminiscing about her old thing. She found out her best friend is sleeping with her old thing, and she mad. She writing a journal about her old thing, and her husband finds out and gets mad and fucks the shit out of her. This is why I left off. I'm sorry if I'm dropping spoilers, but this shit is wild. Like, this bitch used to get folded up in the Karma Sutra. She was sucking dick. It was crazy. Getting trains ran to her, all of that. But her wife is perfect outside of her man don't fuck her the way she want. And she over here pining for another nigga. So should her husband give her a hall pass? Nigel, I haven't finished watching the series. I don't know if he actually does this. But if your partner has a high sex drive, no matter how good and whatever y'all got going on, should a hall pass be given? What you doing? If you know your girl got
you know I'm a toxic nigga. You know I'm a toxic.
I know you gonna ask her. You gonna say, you think your girl? If you gave your girl a hall pass, she said you gonna be tight.
Say that again.
If you give if she gave you a hall pass, you gonna probably take it. But if you gave your girl a hall pass and she goes and uses it, has the time of her life, you gonna be mad?
Facts, because I remember the Shy shit we talked about like 2 episodes ago. Like, you're not gonna find no bigger, better penis out here.
Yeah, fuck Dante.
And he about to sit here, eat your ass out crazy, and then come back to me.
Hashtag fuck Dante.
You feel me? And then when I want to have sex with you, you know, you're not gonna give me the same type of. Nah, you're not about to do that to my ego. You're not about to do that to my ego out here.
Yo, hall passes, threesomes with your part. That's all. No.
Yeah.
And unless I met you like that, no.
Because I'm just like, bro, I don't. To be honest with you, hold on. Let me take myself out of the
ain't
equation.
No PC shit. I took myself out. I'm saying no. Because it's going to lead to more headaches.
But the thing about it is, don't you want your partner to be happy?
To a point. I don't need you to be a 10. You could be a solid 7.5. We good.
But you know that
that's satisfactory.
You know that she's not getting the proper dick that she wants.
She could buy one. I'll send you right to the store. Amazon sell them
so
shit.
You gonna let her be sexually frustrated?
No, we frustrated. She don't get her rocks off. It just might not be from me physically.
But you know, speaking of yourself, you doing all this code and stuff. You doing all this stuff for your stuff, improving yourself. So you might not think about sex that much no more. Especially box that you have been busting down for years. You're not gonna think about it.
I'm gonna still work it out. It might not be as consistent, but you should tell me what toy you want, babe. What you need.
Sometimes you're not gonna give it 100%. So you're not gonna let her. You're not gonna let her. You know, go experience that.
If she love me, she gonna take the satisfactory dick and be happy. She gonna take this 7.5 out of 10 and be 100% fine. That's why I draw the line. See, I don't care who you talk to and shit. For real. That's appropriate. But
the mature response.
I don't give a fuck about that. But nah, you think
when it comes about taking dick? Nah.
That's what. Yeah, nah. Once you another dick enters the premises, it's time for you. One of us got to go, and it's probably gonna be me.
No.
I don't care if you kick into the curtain. Now you just by yourself. Hope you don't got no kid, because now you a single parent.
I don't know. I think the roles reversed, because now at first I was like, you know, I was thinking about myself, just being like, oh nah, fuck out of here, fuck nah. But you know, not that I feel like the mature bug kind of caught me. I'm just like, yo, if this is the person that I married for sickness and health, for happiness and whatever that whole little stuff about, I think I would want her to be happy. If I'm not providing her with the same type of dick, but everything else is okay. I mean, everything else is great in our relationship. The kids is great, house taken care of, we getting money out here, and I'm just not fucking like that, because I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm reaching that age where, like, yo, you getting that one pump Johnny from your boy out here. You know what I mean? You getting that one pump Johnny, and you, hey, you take it or leave it, mama. I'm at that point, like, yo, even though, you know, I do take my big 3, but, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. You think you're gonna get that more than one time every day? I got things to do, mama. So maybe I might be more open to the hall pass
until she texting that nigga at the dinner table.
But it can't be a recurring nigga. It cannot be a nigga like Dante who out here just dicking you down like tremendously better than I do.
Fuck Dante.
That's what it can't
Dante.
be.
He a fictional character. Fuck Dante and all he stand for.
That's what we can't do. But as far as, you know, a hall pass, I might.
In that regard, my brother, you were better than me. I'll give you that one. We won 1-1.
Okay. But okay, the final toxic topic. You feel me? This got me upset for personal reasons.
You definitely was, man. You texted me about this shit when it happened. I was
because I was just like, yo, women, like, yo, I don't understand y'all sometimes, especially you female friends. But yeah, I saw the Nicki Minaj. You know, we talk about the whole Bria. You know, she jumped on the remix. You know, had a fire verse.
You guys, yo, that's on fire.
Facts.
You
So
got to play that before we end this shit. I hope you know that.
Shit, I got to.
Yeah, that's my shit. I ain't going front.
I played this after I played this first video. So Nicki Minaj was online, or live with Bria. You know, they was talking about this single.
Say it right.
My fault. Bia. And, you know, she was over here talking, and, you know, Drake was talking about, you know, Bia look good, but I'm gonna play the clip though.
Stop texting me, please, and go to your big booty ting. It's Drake gonna text me talking about Bia fine. Go.
That's triggering. That is triggering.
Punch you dead in your face.
That's the voice of a woman who he slayed.
Oh, yo.
That's when you tell your old work, yo, I'm trying to give it to your friend. What?
Wow.
That's my precursor.
Oh, wait. We played the record before we continue this conversation.
Yeah, this record fire. It's already a TikTok song, but
we go play 2 scenarios. All right. So now we're going to go with the one.
Either they fucked or he told her he liked her and she curved him. One or the other.
Spack, yes.
Oh,
if you curve me and I want to talk to somebody that you know.
Y'all ain't even real friends. I just met.
What is wrong with you? Why, first of all, you snitching out here? You talking about my big booty thing. You feel me? Amaribailey, where your mom's at, nigga. You snitching off rip.
OD. You just confirmed everything the internet just said about me.
And then now you're not even going to let me get at her?
On the internet.
Mind you got a man and a kid?
You just said I put on my jewelry to top her neck.